Andy's quiet demeanour masked an insatiable ambition, which along with his talent as a commercial illustrator, soon got him noticed. His delicate, playful drawings had the modern look that Manhattan's art directors wanted, and the commissions soon started rolling in. Andy's signature style was the blotted line, a technique he'd developed at college. I'm going to have a go at it myself. You're going to see a beautiful shoe appear in front of your very eyes. Look at this. There's the high heel. There is the shoe. We'll put a little kind of Warhol butterfly on with a few dots. And that's all on the shiny paper. Now we cross our fingers, make sure the ink is transferred. And then this is the big reveal. Well, it's not bad. I'm not sure what it looks like. That could be a Warhol butterfly, I suppose. But I suppose the key point is that you see here is the blotted line. The ink on the shiny paper is transferred to the absorbent paper, and you get this very beautiful, blurry, jagged effect of the line, which has a printed feel, even though it's something incredibly simple. It's funny how popular that retro 50s feel still is today. I mean, you see it everywhere, on cards, on wrapping paper, or even on kids' books like this one, which is Madonna's The English Roses. What's incredible when you flick through and look at these illustrations is how similar they are to Andy's commercial work. You see exactly the same sort of uneven, broken, that handmade quality. The line feels very playful and witty, and you've got the same candy floss colours. I never really realised the debt that books like these owe to Warhol when he was excelling as a commercial designer back in the 50s. Well, just compare this drawing by Warhol of a cake. Look how similar they feel, with the same colours, the same quality to that line, which feels very handmade, hand-printed. By the mid-1950s, Andy's career in commercial illustration was really taking off. But what he wanted more than ever was to become a famous artist. So this is pretty hip. This is the historic and bohemian Chelsea Hotel where Warhol's set used to hang out. Andy's first illustration after leaving Pittsburgh for this article, Success is a Job in New York, now seems incredibly apt, because within a couple of years he'd become one of the city's hottest commercial artists. His work had appeared in Glamour, Vogue, Harper's Bazaar. He did record sleeves and book jackets and dressed windows for department stores. By the time he was 27, he was already making more than $100,000 a year, which was big money in the 50s. But he still dreamt of being a real artist. The cutting-edge artists of the 1950s were people like Mark Rothko and Jackson Pollock, whose abstract paintings mystified the public. In a tatty brown paper bag. Andy's persistence began to pay off when Glamour magazine asked him to illustrate a feature aptly called Success is a Job in New York. They liked his whimsical drawings with their quirky, charming figures. But further success didn't come immediately for Andy, who spent much of his time hanging out in a pretty coffee shop called Serendipity.
I'm just an old-fashioned girl with an old-fashioned mind.
This was a popular haunt of all his favourite movie stars. Marilyn Monroe even had her own table here, and it's still going. Recently, Madonna threw a birthday party for her daughter here.
I'd like a plain, simple car, a cerise.
Ah, lovely. Thank you very much. When he was broke, Andy would knock off drawings like these and swap them for pastries and ice cream.
I like the old-fashioned flowers, violets are for me.
Serendipity was an oasis for Andy, where he could sit and gaze across the tables at Marlene Dietrich and Marilyn and indulge his fantasies of life amongst the stars. The owner of the cafe, Stephen Bruce, was one of the first people to recognise the potential in Andy's drawings.
Hi, I'm Stephen Bruce. Welcome to Serendipity.
Thank you. Well, you're the owner of Serendipity.
Yes, I am, and I see you have our favorite drink, which was Andy Warhol's favorite
He
drink
liked this
also.
one, did he? Yeah.
Frozen hot chocolate and lemon icebox pie.
Is that what it is? My God.
Yes. Madison Avenue was just a few doors away, and he was trying to sell all of his artwork to Madison Avenue, advertising people. Yes, and he started coming in and having a cappuccino and showing me his rejects. He was very sad because they didn't buy anything. And I said, well, there's some wonderful shoes here. Let's frame them. So we did. We put them on the walls of Serendipity.
Was this his first exhibition?
First exhibition, yes. And we sold them for $25. Gosh. We did split. He got $12.50 and I got $12.50.